All right, folks, we've had a bit of a setback. So 4 days ago,
it was like Tuesday.
Let's play a game. This is what happened. All right, this is what was happening before. Okay. Well, I'm not going through what I went through the other night. That's for certain. Yeah, all right. So, I think a lot of it was related to the GOG Galaxy, and I have my Microsoft OneDrive turned off because they can fuck off. What I had to do, I saved what I could, and then I had to delete everything from my computer, and I tried a couple ways to start up again, and finally got things going again normally. So what I'm going to do is we're going to restart fresh. I'll show you what I was able to recover and why we have to start back from the very beginning. So as this is a new beginning, we'll play it like it's a new beginning. We'll play out the intro too.
They say that history is the greatest of all teachers, and that tales of past deeds define who we are in the present, and what we shall be in the future. It is said that such tales shall, with each telling, illuminate us all with the light of truth. I shall tell you of such a tale. It is a tale quite familiar to me, for I have spent nearly a lifetime piecing it together and chronicling it here within this book. For years I have pondered its passages, studying every line, committing each word to memory. Perhaps now, in the telling of it, I shall at last find the answers I seek. Our story takes place in the northern region of Faerun, known as Icewind Dale. It is a harsh, frozen land, cut off from the rest of the world by a wall of jagged peaks called the Spine of the World. For centuries, the icy plains of the Dale have been home to the barbarian peoples of the Uthgard and Regedmund. Huddled together in small, closely knit tribes, the barbarians lived simple lives, free, proud, and fiercely independent. Until the day an archmage named Erakan came to Icewind Dale. With an army of mercenaries, Erakan sought to conquer the north and force the fierce barbarians into slavery. Long weeks of battle followed, and the scattered barbarian tribes suffered terrible losses. Defeat seemed inevitable. In their darkest hour, a barbarian shaman named Jared came forth and demanded a council between all the remaining tribes of the north. A respected warrior, Jared persuaded the council to put aside their differences and unite against Erakan. Strengthened by a new sense of purpose, the barbarians rallied behind their new leader. The combined might of the Northmen proved more than a match for Erakan, who had counted on the division of the tribes. Wave after wave of barbarian warriors tore into Erakan's hired army, forcing them on the defensive and ultimately into full retreat. As his army crumbled around him, Erakan had time for one last desperate act before his enemies descended upon him. Drawing upon his remaining power, the Archmage breached the planar boundaries, tearing open a portal to the lower planes. The foolish archmage's cries of victory immediately turned to shrieks of terror as the hideous and twisted shapes of demonkind materialized from the portal and poured onto the battlefield. The sudden appearance of the demons drove the combatants, barbarian and mercenary alike, to turn to meet the new threat side by side. The remaining warriors bravely charged the portal to drive the hellspawn back and were slaughtered by the hundreds. As his people fell around him, the barbarian shaman, Jared, looked up from the blood-drenched snow of the battlefield and caught sight of a lone figure high upon a ridge in the distance. Jared immediately recognized this vision as an omen from his god Tempus, and in that instant, he knew what had to be done. Shouting cries to his god, he charged through the ranks of the demons and plunged into the portal. As Jared's blood fused with the energies of the portal, an explosion of white light engulfed the battlefield. When the light subsided, the demons were gone, and the portal was closed. In its place hovered a disk of solid stone. Frozen within the center of the disk was Jared's body, locked in his final moment of agony, in his final moment of triumph, for all eternity. But that is not the end of our tale. It is but the beginning.
All right. So, I've learned a few things since first picked this up a couple weeks ago. So what we'll do is go new game. I was able to save the old characters, but I had realized that there was some... I left some meat on the bone in min-maxing. So this guy here, if you have a 16 con, that's the best con bonus you're going to get if you're not a fighter. Only fighters, rangers, and paladins get bonuses beyond 16 for a high con. So I was able to put this guy together. And for Tillman, I was able to I was able to save the 18100 guy, but he only had a 15 dex. So I was able to come up with an 1892 with 18 dex and 18 con. So we're going to go with him. And I also realized that I was able to get Nergos' strength up to 19 because he's a half orc. And we also got 18 dex and 18 con for him too. Like, the 14 wisdom does him absolutely no good. Gives him a tiny bonus on his lower score, which is going to be terrible anyway. And then this guy is better, despite the 1895 strength. I'm going to go with him. And Pile, I think the new Pile is considerably better. Yeah, 17 strength, 19 dex, 16 con, 15 charisma. And the new Zinix is better too. We got him with a 18 wisdom and 18 intelligence. Oh, there we are. 18 dex, 16 con, 18 wisdom, 18 intelligence, 6 charisma. This 18 intelligence gives you plus 10 to your lore, and 18 wisdom also gives you plus 10 to your lore. And Buzz is a wizard; he gets plus 3 on his lore every time. So now his lore is 23. He should be able to identify a lot of the mundane things without having to use a spell. So this is our party. We're going to play this.
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of Easthaven, one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale. The tiny community is hardly a town, but rather a collection of ramshackle huts crowded together upon the icy shores of Lech Dinashir. Here, within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the future, completely unaware of the part they are to play in the events that are about to unfold.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now, after years of traveling up, down, and under Faerun, I am content to call this town my home. Who might you be?
Hrothgar's Canadian as well.
Well then, welcome to Easthaven. Whatever your business in these parts might be, I would offer you this small piece of advice. While you're in my town, you do well to be on your best behavior. These folk are under my protection, and anyone who would seek to do harm to them in any way shall answer to me. That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a long journey, and you'll find there's no better way to shake off the cold of the road than by downing a few mugs of Grisella's best. And if you're in need of lodging, I would recommend talking to Quimby over at the Snowdrift Inn over on the east side of town. Equipment and supplies can be purchased next door at Pomab's Emporium. Pomab's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalashite. But you'd be better off well-equipped and short of coin than the other way around. Ill-prepared travelers don't last long in these parts. Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you. Farewell.
So basically what I had to do is I had to take all the components off my computer and then figure out a way to just install it directly on the computer, which was a bit of a fight in and of itself. Good old games, although I like them. The GOG Galaxy wants to fight you at every step and wants you to put everything on their little game thing. I don't know what it is. I guess Steam does the same thing. I don't know. I've never done business with them. But anyway, you buy the game. I don't know why you don't just install it directly to your computer. Everything's cloud these days. These damn kids and their clouds. So yeah, I had a hell of a time getting it installed and then getting it to work properly. It was easy to get it installed and getting it to work properly on the GOG Galaxy. But after a couple games, it would just crap out. The saves are corrupted or whatever. So anyway, this is pretty stable.
Forward.
I haven't had any major crashes, so. And by the way, when we're in town, Pile's in charge.
Fine.
That 15 charisma. Looking for discounts. Pile's a little saucy. I don't know why everybody has 2 quarterstaffs. Alright, well, why don't we go one at a time here? Let's see. Pile needs some leather. And All right, let's get everybody equipped. You do most of the Easthaven stuff in one sitting. See, look at their armor classes now. -1, 0. His is still 4, but he's got 8 hit points as opposed to 6, and he's got 6 hit points as opposed to 4, 10 hit points as opposed to 8. Stuff like that. Let's see, where are we? Little things make the beginning part that much easier. It's the only guy I really have to worry about early on. That 8 armor class.
Uh-huh. Sure. Uh-huh. Aye.
I am needed. I am needed.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. Mm-hmm.
I'll try.
Uh-huh. Good.
I don't think there's anything we can do with this this area. I haven't found any quests there yet. Just might be something I can take. No.
Good.
Every townsperson you talk to is stunned that they're talking to a halfling.
Uh-huh. Sounds good. Sounds good. Good. Fine, fine.
I don't think there's any more quests other than the fishmonger and Damien.
Yeah. Sure.
How close are we to the next level? 2 quests away.
Sure.
Hrothgar mentioned there were strangers in town. What is it you want? Yes, I am Everard. Everard of Tempus, battle priest of the Lord of Battles. What brings you here? War is but one of Tempus's aspects. Warriors, true warriors, worship him as well. These eyes have seen battle, yes. And my skin bears the mark of swords and axes. That was long ago. Now my place is here. Because there are many ways one may serve one's god. I am of the Order of the Broken Blade. My duty is to watch this place. Yes, were warriors. Wounded in battle, our injuries now keep us far from the front lines. Still, we are fit to guard holy sites to our Lord. It is sacred to Tempus, yes. It marks the field where the barbarian Jared gave up his life ages ago. He lies encased in stone beneath this temple. Jared was a shaman who lived long ago. He brought unity to the northern tribes and led them to victory against the army of Ericon, at the cost of his life. Once Ericon saw his army routed by Jared and the northern tribes, he sought to bring the Hells to his aid. Ericon opened a gate to the lower plains. I do not believe that. Jared did. It is said that Tempus himself appeared to Jared upon the battlefield, and Jared took that as a sign. Jared believed Tempus was calling him to sacrifice himself for his people to ensure victory. And so he cast his body into the portal, his blood fusing it to stone. It lies entombed beneath the temple to this day. Jared had no need to sacrifice himself. Tempus's appearance was a test of faith, proof Jared's people had already won the field that day. Jared failed his god and died a coward's death. One dies for Tempus with a blade in one's hand, not by martyring oneself within the embrace of infernal magics. Jared's duty was to stand with his comrades, not cast himself to his death when the field was already theirs. Sacrifice? Let me say this of sacrifice, young one, then we shall speak of this no more. Sacrifice is a death that has meaning. When it is in vain, it is not sacrifice. It is a waste. That is the lesson of Jared's stone. A great stone disc that holds Jared's corpse for eternity. And so I watch and guard it in Tempest's name. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers. I have heard of it, yes. A messenger from Kuldahar visited the temple not long ago, and it has spurred Hrothgar to see what is happening in the north. Yes, a man from Kuldahar found his way to our door, and he was dead by morning. He claimed he was a messenger from the Archdruid of Kuldahar. The man spoke of disturbances in Kuldahar. His wounds prevented me from making any sense of his words. Perhaps Hrothgar understood more than I, for he's preparing an expedition. No, for my place is here. Were I invited, I would still not go. My injuries would only slow the expedition. These eyes have seen battle, yes. And my skin bears the mark
Just cut
of
'em off.
swords and axes. That was long ago. Now my place is here.
Fine, fine. Yeah.
That's where I lost my spear. There it is. All right.
Yeah. Fine, fine. Good.
Oh, here's the easy. Here's some easy experience points. Old Jed. Old drunky Jed.
Sounds good. Fine, fine.
Understood. I shall be swift about it.
Yeah. Good. Huh? Yeah. Sure.
The battle is joined.
It shall be done.
Ah!
Ready.
Your command?
I stand ready.
You cannot win.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to keep this short.
To victory.
Cannot win. Come then.
Your
Come
life
then.
is
Good.
That quick loot is super handy. Where'd Damien go? Never had him disappear like this. There he is.
Okay. Good.
I've got experience points for that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Good.
Well met, friend, and welcome to my home. Make yourselves comfortable, but try not to break anything. Many of these curiosities that you see lying about have sentimental value. Oh, they're all remembrances of my adventuring days. Little trinkets and the like that I picked up here and there. More keepsakes than valuables, really. Leftovers from my days of fortune and glory. Oh, I've seen my share of fortune as well, rest assured. I've beheld more treasure than most kings, I'd wager. But it wasn't for coins that I fought and bled all those years. It was for something grander, more powerful than mere riches. Adventuring is something that is in your blood, not in your purse. Indeed. Well then, this might interest you. I'm putting together an expedition of sorts, one which would surely provide opportunities for both fortune and glory. This is the business I wish to speak to you about. We've received word from Kaldahar, our neighbors to the south, that evil forces are stirring nearby in the spine of the World Mountains. I am organizing and leading a party from Easthaven south to Kaldahar Valley to investigate. You look to be capable enough. Perhaps you'd like to join us. What say you? Excellent. Glad to have you on board. I plan to assemble the rest of the expedition and set out for Kaldahar within a few days. With storms brewing in the mountains, I'd rather we depart sooner. But there are matters that require my attention here about town. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe you can help. Pomab, the local shopkeeper, has recently expressed concern over the rapidly thinning stock of his store. He's been complaining that the regular caravan from Caer Dineval is long overdue, and that if they don't arrive soon, he's sure to be out of business. Now, normally I take Pomab's whining with a grain of salt, but with heavy snows on the way, it would be best to make sure that caravan makes it through. I want you to find that caravan. Leave town by way of the South Bridge and scout the hills west of Loch Dinnershire, between Easthaven and Caer Dineval. Caravans always stick close to the shoreline this time of year. Once you find it, see the caravan safely to Easthaven. In the meantime, I'll assemble the rest of the expedition and make the final plans for our journey. Return here as quickly as you can. We must make for Kaldahar Pass while the weather is favorable. Good luck. Safe journey.
I'm saving it here because
Good.
Pal's gonna do some shit.
Duty calls.
Distract him.
Good, you've returned. What news of the caravan from Caer Dineval? Make haste. I spotted heavy clouds hanging over the mountains this morning. I suspect snow will fall in the passes earlier than normal this season.
Fine, fine.
Never seen that one before. All right, let's see here.
Good. Huh? Sounds good.
I thought one of the goblins had split mail. No? Did we dismiss it? Maybe it's one of those random things that pops up. Sometimes it's a potion of healing, sometimes it's split mail. Oh well, we can afford split mail now anyway, so. And he'll be getting another 8 or 10 more hit points pretty soon. Got to be close. Yeah. Oh yeah, too, there is more stuff.
Uh-huh.
This playthrough is going to be slightly more felonious. Pile and charge.
Sounds good. Ready. Good. Yeah. Sounds good.
Grant me strength.
Let's join.
Speak your mind.
Yeah.
The battle is
Your
you
life is
cannot
forfeit.
win.
To victory.
You cannot win.
Uh-huh.
Come then. You cannot win. The battle is joined.
Good.
To
Come
victory.
then.
and deliver.
The battle is joined. The battle is joined. You cannot win. Puncture. I'll try to keep this short.
At your command.
How can I help?
Ready? The
Stand
battle is
and deliver.
joined.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Gods grant me strength.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Huh? Okay.
Your life is forfeit. Gods grant me strength.
To arms!
Good.
To victory.
Fine, fine.
Gods grant me strength.
Yeah.
Your life is forfeit.
Let's go to work.
Fine, fine.
Well, this is new. Ah, okay. It's our first girdle.
Uh-huh.
Come there.
And deliver!
The battle is joined. I'll try to keep this short. What would you have of me?
Good.
I'll try to keep this short.
Ready.
Gods grant me strength.
I'll try to keep this short.
Attack!
You will smash your face. Come
Victory.
then, not. Come then.
To arms!
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good.
It will be done.
Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't level up. 8 experience points away. 8. Just give it the old once over. Make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'm sure we'll get it when we go back to town. Oh, we didn't go back to Jonan and tell him. We'll do that too. Forgot to re-talk about the talk.
Good. Uh-huh.
Maybe not. All right.
It will be done.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah.
Thought there was somebody else besides Pomad who was jazzed about the caravan being intact. We'll see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. You've returned. What news of the caravan from Caer Dineval? Strange. It is not usual for orcs to be so brazen as to attack caravans so close to town. I wonder if it is the anticipation of the coming winter that is driving their actions, or if it is something more. In any case, at least we can still retrieve the supplies, thanks to you. You've proven yourself to be quite capable. I'm glad you've decided to come along with us to Kuldahar. We still have preparations to make before we can depart for Kuldahar. Take this list of supplies to Pomab's Emporium across town. While you're there, you might outfit yourselves with whatever gear you think you may need. Return here when you are packed and ready to go.
All right. There's the level up gong. Got 10 hit points. All right. And these guys have got to be pretty close. Yep.
Okay.
Just so happens we're going to Pomab's anyway.
Good.
Your journey has brought you to this temple again. What is it you want?
Doesn't say what it does. That's awesome. All right.
Your command?
Oh, bless upon swear. Okay.
Good.
In case we get a bad level up. I didn't set it to get maximum hit points, so. Yeah, there we go. That's fair.
Okay. Sure. Good. Okay. Sounds good.
Thought there was more to that.
Good.
Forgot to buy the scroll bags and stuff. It's containers.
Uh-huh.
Your journey has brought you to this temple again. What is it you want?
Good.
We went and did all that because the channel game, that's all we could get to.
Sure. Okay.
There you are. All is set. The others are assembling as we speak. Are you ready to leave as well?
So it was that the Patchwork Militia set off from Easthaven, bound for the troubled village of Kaldahar, with the party of strangers in tow. On they traveled, across the windswept tundra of the Dale, through the foothills of the spine of the world, and upwards on the steep and treacherous trails of the Kaldahar Pass. Eager to seek out the evil that threatened the pass, they did not expect it to find them first. High upon the cliffs of the pass, a band of frost giants had prepared an ambush. Hurling boulders and dislodging massive outcroppings of rock and snow, the giants sparked an avalanche that thundered down the mountainside and crashed down upon the heads of the unsuspecting expedition. Those fortunate enough to survive the avalanche pulled themselves free of the mountain of snow and bodies that now barred the way back to Easthaven. Battered and disheartened by the loss of their comrades, the survivors had little choice but to continue on to Kuldahar, alone.
Railroad! Railroad! Alright, we'll clip this one here. Game is back on. What a headache getting a reset. But we should be in good shape now. Later.